When stars fell, they were buried at the closest points to the sky. For 500 years, tombs reached out somewhere else like a ridge or stretched out along the ridge. In this way, they settled as if a star sign is on the ground. Between the tombs, 1,600 years passed by. If the stars seem to be covered in the dark, the country is forgotten far beyond the history. It is the star sign of Gaya. At the old site of the vanishing country, what do we hear from those Gaya tumuli that are still imposing and splendid? Along the course of the Nakdongang River, dating back 1,600 years, there was Gaya. Kayagum, born in Gaya. This instrument resembles its hometown of Gaya. Just 12 strings that contain their individual tones intermingle as one sound. Gaya was such a country. As a unique confederacy, small countries with their distinct culture existed separately, but together. Gaya coexisted equally with Koguryo, Baekje, and Shilla on the Korean peninsula for 600 years. However, Gaya does not exist in the ancient history of what we call the Three Kingdoms. Though Gaya was forgotten, Gaya people incorporated the history in tumuli and deeply inscribed it on the ground over several hundred years. This is not only a time capsule, but also a treasure house that contains the birth, growth, and demise of the Gaya kingdom. As the cornerstone for the tumuli, it is time for Gaya to regain its status from being another kingdom that our ancient history missed. Gaya, the unknown ancient kingdom. In the tombs of the royal family, the breath of Gaya laid to rest for 1,600 years remains intact. Amazingly, the world of Gaya people buried in the realms of history has continued to last in the tombs. A king laid to rest with his burial goods representing the strong royal power. Along with him were buried dozens of people and subjects, ranging from men, women, and children to court maids in charge of meals and clothes, to Gaya's female warrior armed with armor and iron helmet. The tombs of all the people buried together with the dead and the living help us evidently understand the lifestyle of Gaya people and the distinct afterlife view of Gaya, who believed there was one world between this life and eternity. It is also amazing to see possessions of people in the tombs. Gaya pottery that is the most aesthetic value among ceramics in the Korean peninsula since the Neolithic era. This shows that professional potters made solid pottery's mass production at high temperature, above 1,200 degrees Celsius. At the time, Gaya had the advanced pottery technology in the world, as well as the Korean peninsula. Iron artifacts excavated in large quantities are evidence that Gaya had an advanced iron-making industry, which was cutting-edge technology at the time, and that it was the Kingdom of Iron, boasting of iron-armored soldiers. Those artifacts with distinctive features of each nation are in harmony with each other, forming the unique culture of Gaya. Likewise, Gaya tumuli that are the results of the vanishing Gaya kingdom settle as if reigning even in the afterlife at a place that overlooked the land and where they ruled in their lives. Gaya, the kingdom of culture and the kingdom of iron on the ancient Korean peninsula. However, the traces of Gaya culture are found in China and Japan as well as the Korean peninsula. And artifacts from China, Japan, and other countries of the north can also be found in Gaya tumuli. The tumuli located in the center of the kingdom indicate that several countries of Gaya were positioned as an important transportation center near to the sea and the river. They are the crossroads that lead to the sea route of the southwest coast, connecting to Northeast Asia. Gaya was not only the networking country of several small countries, but also the stronghold of the network that helps exchange the civilization of the ancient Northeast Asia. Gaya, which is a lost piece of the ancient history of the Korean peninsula, and that connects the axis of the history of civilization in Northeast Asia. Now at a time when there are no records of Gaya itself, the tumuli are both the only sources and the living evidence that prove the identity and culture of the Gaya kingdom. The future heritage left to us by Gaya, the vanishing kingdom, Gaya tumuli. They are the star sign of the history that shines the path toward the future, as well as being a stepping stone to civilization that connects to the world. They are one of the great heritages in the world.